Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is a video that I've been wanting to film for a little bit now, but I feel like I wasn't ready, but I am ready now. Quick side note before I even tell the story, this jacket is so weird. Check this out. Okay, so the buttons here, these don't open. Like there's no hole, so I can't button my jacket up. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like what, did they just forget to add the slits? Like I was just like, wait, what? Anyways, so this story is something that I do want to share. I wonder if anybody's gonna think I'm lying. I'm so curious to see if anybody will think I'm just doing this for like clickbait or something like that. Like I'm really not. Like this like 100% happened like very recently. like very recently. So I'm just gonna tell my story. Before I do, I just wanna say if you wanna check out my Instagram, don't forget to do that. My Instagram's dope. I post some cool shit. And I do Instagram lives, it's really fun. Also check out my website, Zodiac Haven, if you want to pick up some Zodiac merch. Anyways. So, I have a job, in case you guys didn't know. A lot of you guys think that I just do YouTube full-time. I'm a student and I have a job, regular life. I don't work that much, but I do have a job. In my place of work, we sell multiple services and we sell phones. So, we have a lot of phones, obviously, you know, we sell phones, so we got a lot of phones. On this particular day, we had just received a shipment. So we had a lot. I remember going into work and seeing all the phones. I was like, whoa, like we have a lot. Like, wow. Like anytime someone comes in to buy something, like I can be like, yes, we have it in stock. Usually I'm not used to that. Like I was like thinking like, oh, I can put things on hold. Like, you know, like we have so many phones. It was out of the ordinary. So I'm at work. It's a really small place, really quite small, probably the size of maybe 2 bedrooms. And it's my coworker and I, it's a Saturday, and he goes on his lunch. So I'm like, yeah, cool, like go on your lunch, man, whatever, do your thing. We take hour-long lunches. So he leaves to go on his lunch and I'm alone in the store, which I usually love because I can chill. Sometimes I go on Instagram Live, but don't tell my boss. Go on YouTube, you know, just chill. Like my job is very chill. Like when there's no customers in there, I'm literally sitting there doing nothing because there's nothing to do. We sell services. He leaves and I'm just chilling. I'm listening to my Amy Winehouse and I'm alone. All of a sudden the door opens very aggressively and right away something in me, like my reflex, like my defense went up. It was really weird. So instantly I stood up and I put my phone in my back pocket. I don't know why I did it, but I did. 2 guys come in. The first thing I notice is that one guy's holding a giant duffel bag. Like when I say duffel bag, like giant duffel bag, I mean like a hockey bag times 2. Like it was huge. So he's holding one and the guy comes in behind him. There's 2 of them. And the guy says like, yo, lock the door. So the guy has to lock the door. So he locks the door. And it's at this moment that I realize that they have no faces. They have scarves over their face. Like they have all black outfits on, like hoodies and tracksuit type things, like track pants. And he has like a scarf over his face and then the hoodie over top. So you literally can't see eyes, mouth, nothing. You can't see anything. It's just a scarf. It's all black. So I noticed that both of them have this little scarf thing going on. So I'm like, oh fuck. Instantly, I already knew something was off. Just by the way they opened the door, I don't know. But like as soon as I saw that and the bag, I was like, fuck, man, fuck. So then the guy at the front proceeds to pull out a gun and hold it up. So I'm standing there like, whoa. It's like, it happened so, I can't even explain it. Like it happened so fast that you don't even have time to process anything. Like you see this and that doesn't make sense. And that doesn't make sense, you know? Like you see the bag, like, wait, what? I see the face, okay, like something's wrong here. Like instantly you know something's wrong. And then he pulled out the gun and I don't even know how I reacted. I just remember being like, okay, all right. So I'm standing there and my phone's in my back pocket and he's just like, is anybody here? And I'm like, no. He's like, are you sure? There's no one here. I'm like, no, it's just me. So he's like, where are the phones? I point to him, I'm like, the phones are in the, and he's like, where? I'm like, and they're in the, so he's like, show us where the phones are. And he's like yelling at me, like he's like swearing and yelling, yo, where the fucking phones? Like where, like, you know, like he's not just saying it how I'm saying it. He's like, yo, where are the fucking phones? Like, show us where the safe is. Go. I'm like, okay, goodness gracious me, you could say please. Kidding. What tripped me out is that I was calm. it really confuses me because why was I so calm, you know? I don't know why I was so calm, but I was just like, okay, like, you're here. So they're holding the gun to my head still, and they're following me to the back. So I have to just walk, and I'm like looking at them, like I don't know why. It's just like I don't like when people walk behind me already. So when I know there's two people behind me that have a gun, like I'm not comfortable, obviously. So for some reason when I was walking, I was looking back. He's, yo, keep fucking walking. So I'm like, okay. Right? Because like he's like, go. So I'm like, okay, so I go. So then I walk over to the safe and it's open. So, which it never is. It's locked. I walk over to the safe. He's like, you open the safe. So I'm like, it's already open. So he's like, open it. So I'm like, okay, so I open the safe. And they start like laughing because they see all the phones, like iPhone 10s, iPhone 8, Samsung S9s, Galaxy Note 9, like every phone you can think of, and like 10 to 12 of each one. Like there's so many phones. So and that never happens, guys. We never have that much stock. Anyways, so these sleeves are really weird. They're just throwing me off. I'm there and the guy is still holding the gun, and then he goes towards the safe and he puts the gun down and he's just cleaning the safe. Like he has this huge bag and just scooping all the phones into the bag like no tomorrow, just pouring them in. And I'm sitting there. Oh, I forgot to say this. They made me get down on the ground and put my hands up like a little bitch. Okay, I have a lot of pride. It felt so degrading to have someone. I mean, like at the end of the day, I didn't care. I didn't care because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do whatever you say so I can live. Like, take all the phones you want. I don't care. But it's like a very degrading feeling when someone is telling you, get down on the ground, put your hands up. Like, you just have to listen and just look weak and just go like that. So he's scooping them out, and then he starts talking to me. He's like, don't worry, we're not gonna hurt you. Like, we don't wanna hurt you. We're just taking the phones and blah, blah, blah. Like, all you have to do is listen to what we tell you. So I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I'll do whatever. I'm like, trust me, do whatever you want. I will give you any phone you want. Like, I just wanna be okay. And he's just like, we're not gonna hurt you. And he's like, has this ever happened to you before? And I was like, no. He said, I'm like, okay. So he's still cleaning out the safe, and the other guy's like, yo, let's fucking go. And he's like, hold up, yo, hold up. He keeps scooping the phones out. And then I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, like, this is really happening. It felt like I was in a prank. Like, it felt like I was in a prank. Like, I was like Shingy still hasn't pranked me yet. Like, maybe him and his friends are pranking me. Like, you know, like, obviously that's not rational. But my mind was telling me all these stupid things to calm myself down. And it worked because I was so calm. I was sitting there like, yep, just regular day, getting held at gunpoint at work. Do your thing, man. Like, I was very calm. Like, I'm not joking. Like, if you saw me, you would have been like, is she on pills? Like, what the fuck? They do their thing, and then they're ready to go. So he's like, yo, where's the back door? So I'm like, and it's in the fucking back, you dumbass. Except I didn't say that. I said, it's just over there. I can lead you to it. So I walked over to the back door, and I'm like, one thing I should say is that I've never opened this door before. I don't know how to open it because the door is really weird. I can't even explain it, but it's just like a really weird door. You have to like lift this weird thing and like move this and move that. Like, it's fucked. So I'm there like trying to open it, and I'm like, I can't open it. I'm really sorry. Like, I swear to you, I'm not just saying this. Like, I don't know how to open this door. And then he's just like, yo, open the fucking door. And I'm like, I don't know how. Like, I'm trying. So I'm trying to open the door, and the guy starts helping me, and we're both doing it together, trying to shake the thing off. And then eventually he grabs it and throws it on the ground, and then he gets like mad, and they're like both impatient. And then I'm just there like, fuck, like, if I can't open this door, like, I don't know what they could do to me. Like, I'm kind of getting, this is when it started to kind of, I got a little bit scared in the moment, but I was still okay. So then they grab their stuff, and the guy that was the one scooping the stuff out the safe, he's like, have a nice day, miss. And then they run to a car. And yeah, that was that. So then I'll just tell you what happens next. I stand there and I'm like, did that just happen? Like, did that really just happen? Like, I didn't know how to act. I was just like, wait, what? So I grabbed my backpack because it has my laptop in it. Luckily, my laptop is always on the table charging. And if it had been, they would have stolen it because it's a MacBook. I thank God that my MacBook was not stolen. My laptop was in my backpack on the floor. So I grabbed that, I grabbed my keys, I go out the front door. Well, first I stand there like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I don't feel safe in here. So I grab my stuff, I go out, I lock the front door of my store, and then I go in my car and I sit there and I'm like, what just happened? So I call 911. In that moment, I'm like, do I call my manager? Do I call my dad? Do I call 911? Like, what? But I knew, call 911. 911 stays on the phone with me. They take 5 minutes to get there. They pull up with like 7 cars. And they're asking me to tell them everything that happened. So I have to go over the story. And at the moment, my mind was so fogged, I didn't really remember a lot of it. And it happened in like a blur that I didn't really remember. It was weird. So then cops get there and I have to tell them the story again and tell them it again. And then be like sign off as a witness, talk to the investigator so that I can give them a full detailed version. They can write it down. Then I call my manager, obviously. He's on his way. It wasn't until an hour after it happened that I could call my parents because the cops are nonstop talking to me and everyone is walking past the scene like, what is happening? Because there's like 9 cop cars and customers are coming in like trying to come in and we're outside. We can't even go inside. We're outside. I'm in my car the entire time. And it was just really intense. People are trying to go inside and they're like, we're closed. And then they're like, oh, I just need to, we're closed. Do you not see the cop cars? Are you dumb? So yeah, anyways, that was that. And they offered me free counseling. So I'm doing it. I already had 1 session. I have 1 session tomorrow. I didn't go to work for a month because I had a lot of other things going on in life that I don't really want to talk about in this video, but I had a lot of other things going on. So I couldn't work because I was kind of messed up over it and very paranoid. Still am very paranoid. I can't have my back facing the wall in the store. I just get really scared. So yeah, that's the story of the time I got held at gunpoint. Strange thing to add on is that a week before this, I was at Yorkdale Mall and there was actually a shooting there. So I was already kind of like weirded out by guns that day. So now when this happened, it kind of messed me up even further, made me realize that anything can happen at any second. The Yorkdale thing, oddly enough, is what made me more panicked. It was way scarier than being held at gunpoint. I don't know why. But that's that. That's the story of being held at gunpoint. And yeah, it definitely wasn't like a super like entertaining, funny story time, but I just kind of wanted to share the story. It really taught me like how I react in, you know, situations like that. Like now I know that like, God forbid something like that happens again, I know that I can keep my composure and keep calm and think with a somewhat clear mind. I kind of know myself a little better after that, which is weird. Yeah, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you like story times from me, let me know and I will do more. I got lots of stories, girl or guy. I don't know, whatever you are. I don't really care. But thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my Instagram, check out whatever else, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.